Basically, I started my project in React using npm. Like, there's a way you can just like build a templated React, very basic. It has like the index and the main and all that stuff. Then I started adding components. Okay, so we have the different components here. If you go to, let's go to app. As you can see here is like the nav bar, and then we have the different parts of the app. So this is different. Sorry, the website. This is different sections of the website. We have the project. We have the. Let me make this bigger. Uh, so yeah, we have like the project. We have the about. These are all the different parts of the website. Okay. Now you know how like JavaScript, or sorry, you know how React works. Like, this is kind of like a child. So when we go to this child component, let's go to home. So my home will basically just be comprised of this kind of stuff, you know? So like, we have the initial part, like the picture, and then my name, and there's these buttons. So I put the social media button here. And here, like, we have the different buttons here, and then I use this icon. Is really nice. And all the styling I put in a different folder to just stay organized. The more important things that I learned when making this project was what? Let's bring that over here. So number one, kind of learning more about how to deploy, because I'm using GitHub pages to make it like be my website, right? To host my website. So you have to deploy to it so that it can. Let me show you. So if you go to settings and then you go to pages, here this is where you can specify like what is it going to read when building your website. So you can choose like from the different repositories which one you want it's going to read from. So I just made this one, and then it reads from the root, meaning that you have to make sure that certain files that it has to read to build your website has to be in there. So like, I'll tell you more about that in here. So first thing, like, this is how you can build like a new this is what you need to install at the beginning for GitHub pages. Okay, and now next, what we have here, you have to specify like how you're going to deploy it. These are different scripts we use in like Node. It's gonna, if you do like a npm run deploy, it's gonna run this. And basically what this does is it actually makes a new like a new folder called dist, and then this is basically what is gonna hold all of your assets and stuff that the GitHub uses to like load data, basically. So always gotta load your stuff first though. All right, and you also gotta specify your website. So this one I had to replace and whatnot. And now, because I'm using a React project, there already was a Vite configuration file. Now I just needed to add like the specifications for the base. So this is like the name of the repo, and then the ways to build it. And this is, I don't think this is like very required, but this is the way I did it. And now, one thing I ran into also is in when you're deploying something and things are being built and it's changing the name of the paths. If you like explicitly say I put this path for this image, it will like not know where that path refers to, but if you're importing it, that's a solution that will fix that. So I had to learn that the hard way, and yeah. So in case of difficulty, clear the cache and reinstall npm and it's the basic modules. Then obviously you can build it and then run and preview, and then finally deploying it will actually like push it to your GitHub pages repository, so that the changes that you made will reflect in your GitHub website. And then make sure like the structure here, main GitHub pages. So the structure I have here, these are like the assets. So you see how like the weird naming, this is the way it builds using these names right here. Okay, so these are the different assets I use. And then here, this is git ignore. But this is what you need to have inside your root. In this HTML, it's very important to be able to read all your assets. You see how we actually link all the assets right here.